People 30s to 50s, what kind of hobbies are you doing these days? Walking and weightlifting. I've seen too many people in their 60s, 70s and 80s losing their mobility, and I want to go non-stop until I die. Gardening. I write vaguely unsatisfying comments on Reddit. Making homemade wine from fruit I grow. I had zero knowledge of how to make wine 1 year ago. By the end of this year, I will have made close to 100 bottles just from fruit I grow in my yard. Can trying to lose weight be considered a hobby? I like rocks. Hiking. I absolutely, 100, no doubt, wholeheartedly, from the pit of my soul, do not like that you've grouped people in their 30s and 50s together. Guitar. Seemed like a fun hobby, and anything that gets me off of screens is a good. Same thing I've always done. Pinky. I'm trying to take over the world. Nothing. I'm in my 40s and going through a nothing stage. Talk to my dog a lot. I used to be one of those people that had to be busy doing something all the time to feel something. I have realized that doing nothing at all feels fantastic too. I write science fiction. I'm currently working on book 2 in a space opera series. It's a fun way to spend time, and it's cool to know that random strangers are reading and enjoying something I created. Just trying not to die. Video games, pickleball and building Gundam models. Disc golf. It helps me visit local parks and go for walks. Cycling. It's the best. You can mountain bike, road bike, or just rip around town. You'll see your city town in a new light. You'll get fit. You can do it solo or with friends. You can do short easy rides, or super long strenuous rides. You can ride whenever you want. I live in Canada and this past winter got studded tires for my bike so I can ride all year long now. Bikes literally changed my life. Making plush dolls for my 15-year-old autistic son. I don't know what I'm doing and learning as I go. He will draw them out. I try my best to replicate them. He loves them so much, he will sleep with them. The enjoyment it brings to him is priceless. I guess I can't share a pic here. Chickens. I got really into gardening and unlocked something in my soul. It's incredibly meditative. I also restore furniture. That weird lady taking that free night table from your curb to make it pretty again? Yeah, that's me. And I love it. Gaming, working out, reading regularly books, fan fiction, dissertations and medical journals, learning new recipes, working on my car, recently got into trying to grow herbs, anime. Basically the same thing I was doing in my 20s lol. Napping. Golf and weightlifting. Board games. It's so much different than the 5 classic games we all had growing up. Also recreational shooting. I'm gardening my heart out. I went through a sourdough phase, a knitting phase, and a paint by number phase. But being outside and working my body is good for all parts of me, so this year I'm throwing myself into making my backyard nicer. It's already my happy place, I'm just going to pour any additional resources into making it happier. This fun game called Stress. It's cheap, but exhausting. Spanish-American War reenactments. Watercoloring. Fairly inexpensive and fun. 3159 is a wild range, but 37 here, and I ride sport bikes, wakeboard, disc golf, go to bars, lots and lots of metal concerts, video games, gym, stock trading, pickleball, roller skating. I have 4 nephews and decided to pursue one of their hobbies so that I have something in common with them and talk about. So motorcycles, RC planes, PC gaming and Transformers. The fact that you've grouped 30s to 50s together is hilarious. I'm 30 next year and most of my friends are early 30s. We fully entered our second puberty, pure chaotic energy here. Gardening. What else is a middle-aged, white person to do? I like to make a giant pile of mail from 2 weeks or more, then sort through it into other piles I deal with later. Legos and weed. I'm 52, I play softball with my fire department, have started playing a little golf. Go fishing and boating whenever I can. I have a bird feeder and like to watch them from my home office. Skiing in the winter, live music all year long. 34 meters learning to play cello. Fishing. Hang gliding whenever I can get to a launch, dreaming of hang gliding. Alcoholics Anonymous. Paint by numbers, they make some complicated ones. In order from favorite to least favorite hobby I have. 1. Disc golf 2. Dungeons and Dragons 3. Boating 4. Weightlifting 5. Smoking meat 6. Watching sports. Just bought a motorbike, best purchase ever. Gives me a reason to be outdoors and travel. Yet still hang with all my car friends too. Winter gaming, snowshoeing, hiking. Sometimes boarding. Summer paddle boarding, climbing, kayaking whitewater, off-road trail exploring. And yard work. Always travel, reading, writing, indoor jungle of plants. For what it is worth, I live in an outdoor adventure paradise, so there's lots to do if you have time, money, or desire. Mid-40s. Finally financially secure enough to go to concerts, festivals whenever they are within 5 hours drive. Still play video games. This is a really good, maybe the best era for PC gaming. Fantasy sports. Home improvement projects like building a shelter with a bar, fridge, TV, fire pit. And chess, which I'm horrible at but less horrible than a year ago. Better to do on the toilet than Reddit. Gym. Gaming. PC and tech. Drones. Longboarding. Random cooking ideas. Ballroom dancing, sewing, ceramics. I'm learning a new language. Nature photography and hikes with the doggo. Listening to free audiobooks with the Libby app, camping, and going for walks. Music, theater, eating fancy tinned fish. I spent 1828 playing video games and smoking weed. I still do those, but now I do martial arts, lift weights and run too. Birds. A friend got me a bird feeder as a housewarming present a few years ago, and it was my gateway drug. I now have 3 bird feeders, and can identify most birds in my area on site. I'm still working on all the different types of sparrows. Reading, photography and hiking, the last 2 usually go hand in hand. 45, still playing video games, got into board games over the last 10 years or so. Gloomhaven, Kingdom Death, etc. Also started getting back into scale modeling, which I liked as a kid. I've been doing miniature painting for board games, tabletop wargames, etc. About to play my first game of DD this year.